What is going on, gang? It's Elijah back with another video. It is currently 6:30 in the morning. I'm about to have my breakfast. Normally this would be about an hour earlier, but I want to give myself a little bit of extra sleep because the past week your boy has not been sleeping. I've been getting about 5-6 hours of sleep, trying to go through the day, not functioning properly. Can't even put sentences together inside of my mind. I've been struggling, so I took today on a Sunday morning to get an extra hour of sleep. Now I tend to do this on the weekends. But this video isn't necessarily about sleep, although it is, but not necessarily. It's about how to start your morning like a winner. And funny enough, how your morning goes, starts the night before. So I'm gonna kind of talk to y'all while I'm whipping up my breakfast right now because your boy's starving. But the ideal morning routine. Well, first let me start by saying this. Let me butter my pan. I got spray everywhere. But the ideal morning routine starts the night before. Now, the past 2 weeks, I've had some stuff happening in my life. Some people coming in that kind of distracted me a little bit, taking my mind off of the mission. Let's just say that. So, with me not being focused, I've been staying up later. So going to bed later, waking up later, checking my phone in the morning, trying to rush to get ready to go to work, not taking time to do my client work, not taking as much time to do my client work, make the programs as I need to do. So just starting my mornings behind like a loser, right? So how do I change that? If I'm dialed in, if I'm on my money, what am I doing to not wake up like a loser? And going back to the point I made in the beginning of the video, it starts with the night before. So, the night before, I'm doing a couple of things to get myself ready to go to bed, ready to get a good night's sleep. I try to get between 7 and 8 hours of sleep. It's not always 8, it's normally about 7.5, but I try to get about 8 if I can. Now, the night before, I'm doing a couple of things here. Number one, first thing I'm gonna do. Usually, I'm getting done my workout around 7:30 p.m. I try to be in bed by 9 or 7. I'm done my workout between 7 and 7:30, depending on if I'm doing Muay Thai or if I'm in the gym lifting weights. Muay Thai tends to last a little bit longer because it starts later. But I'm usually home by about 7:45, 8 o'clock. First thing I do when I get home, eat dinner, be done with dinner by 8 p.m. Now I have this last hour of my day. So I try to go to bed by 9 o'clock because I wake up at 5 a.m. I haven't these past couple of weeks. I've been distracted. But if I'm dialed in, I'm waking up at 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm going to tell you why. So I'm done with dinner, 7:45, 8 o'clock. The first thing I do, I'm going to wash my ass. I'll stink. Can't hop into bed. Can't hop into bed all musty and greasy, right? So go take yourself a shower. Now this does a couple of things. When you take a shower, the heat off of the water is going to actually make your body reverse that, counteract that by cooling itself down hyper, right? So really, really fast. Now, your body can't go to sleep. Your body can't fully relax until it hits a certain number. It drops like 1 degree Fahrenheit, your internal body temperature. I don't know the exact number. I'm not a sleep expert, but I know that your body has to get your internal temperature of your body has to get colder before you can actually fall asleep. So hopping in a hot shower, although it's making you hot on the outside, and makes your body counteract that by cooling itself down really fast, is what you need to fall asleep at night. Now, once I get out of the shower, 2 things happen. I'm gonna have a notebook out, right? Have a notebook, and you probably can't see this. But I'm gonna write down. Normally it's about 2 to 3 things I have to do the next day to move the needle forward. The 2 or 3 needle moving tasks that are gonna move my business forward, move my health forward, whatever my big goal is right now. Right now, the big thing I'm working on is business related. Trying to grow the program, trying to grow my YouTube channel, trying to get more clients on board, trying to make more money. Reach that level of freedom that I want in my life. So right now, that's the prize. Of course, I have health goals. Of course, I'm still trying to look jacked, but that's not the main priority right now. The good thing about me is I've been working out long enough. I've made my health a priority long enough that even when I put my health on maintenance, I can still make progress, even if it's not at the top of my mind 99% of the time. It's not, But the thing is, since it is my identity, since being fit, being jacked is my identity, I don't have to think about it all the time. It's simply who I am. I eat clean, I eat healthy. I'm gonna train no matter what. I don't have to put psychic energy into going to the gym and eating clean because I want to do that anyways. I don't have to force myself to do it. What I do have to force myself to do right now is waking up at 5 o'clock in the morning, doing some writing, getting my content prepared, working on my client programs, reaching out to clients who are interacting with my content, that are asking me for advice, responding to them. That is what I do have to use psychic energy for. But getting a bit off topic here. But anyways, after I got in the shower, I'm gonna write down 3 to 4 tasks. Today is 5 because like I said, this past week I've been behind, not doing what I need to do. So today I have 5 things I need to do today before I start my client meetings this Sunday afternoon. So write down some tasks, 3 to 4, ideally. And we do this because you don't want to start your day not knowing exactly what you're going to do. If you start your morning, you sit down at your desk and you're trying to figure out what you're doing while you're at your desk, you are going to be wasting time. Your brain's going to go, you're going to be overwhelmed. You're going to be thinking about the dog, about some girl, about some party that you missed, like all the stuff that doesn't matter, right? So you got to have that list prepared. You got to know exactly what you're going to do when you wake up in the morning, right? So write this stuff down. It's going to empty your mind so you can go to bed at night. A lot of times we have trouble going to sleep at night because we are thinking about everything we have to do the next day. So stop thinking about it. Put it on paper. Put it on your desk or your table, wherever you do your work at the next day. Put it on paper and set it there. And stop thinking about it. It's on paper. You're not going to forget about it. If it's on paper or on your desk, when you sit down at your desk in the morning, you're going to see what you have to do. So write that stuff down, what you have to do. Now your brain is empty. Now you can go to sleep. Now sometimes if I've had a super stressful day or if I've had something going on, I may pull out my other notebook and journal a little bit for about 5-10 minutes. Just write down how I'm feeling, what's going on in my life. What things I can do to pivot from this current low frequency that I'm in. So I'll do that. I don't journal consistently every single night, maybe about 2 or 3, sometimes 4 nights a week. I don't have a specific schedule behind it. It's not in my routine, but that also does help if my mind is on a lot of different things right now. If I have a lot of stuff going on in my life, I will journal as well. But you got your notebook, write this stuff down. Write down exactly what you're gonna do the next day. Step 2, after you write that down, I'm gonna find a book. I read about 3 books at a time. Right now, one of the books I'm reading is Flow by Mihaly. I can't talk right now. By Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi. I think I'm saying that correctly. Flow. It's called Flow. But this is one of the books I'm reading right now. So I'll read for about 30 minutes. And one, because I like personal development books. Anything that's going to take my mind to another level, take my intelligence, take my intellect to a whole other level that's going to help me perform better in my life as a partner, a friend, a businessman, and an athlete. I like to call myself an athlete. Anything that's going to take me to that next level in my personal development, I'm going to read it, right? So I'll read for 30 minutes at night. So this not only upgrades my intellect, helps me develop more in my personal development journey, but it's also going to calm my mind down. Calm my mind down. And why do I need to calm my mind down? That is because all day we are hyper stimulated, especially if we have these things called cell phones. Now you'll notice I haven't said anything about a cell phone. I'm not watching no movies, I'm not watching no TV, I'm not touching a cell phone. Why not, Elijah? Why do we not touch our cell phone? Those little devices you're watching at night is giving you this dopamine hit all night. And the last thing you need when you're trying to go to bed is dopamine smashing your brain, stealing all of your energy, making your eyes light up. So you get the screen, the light from the eye, the light going into your eyes on the screen. That's gonna keep you up anyways. And then you got the super stimulating activity that you're absorbing, right? So when you're ready to go to bed, you close your eyes. It's not as fun, right? Sleep isn't necessarily a fun activity. Right now, I do like to sleep, but it's not something I get excited about. Oh my gosh, I gotta sleep. So after you've been watching all these cat videos and epic fails and stuff like that, sleep, it's gonna be really hard to calm your brain down to go to sleep. So when you pick up that book and you start reading for 30 minutes, that's gonna slow your brain down so you can finally fall asleep easier, right? So After we get on that workout, take a shower, get that body temperature cooling down, write down what we're going to do the next day, and then we're gonna read for about 30 minutes. And you don't have to do this. This is simply what I do. You don't have to do this, but this is what sets my day up for success. Now, when it comes to the morning, what we're doing right now, once again, the first thing I do is also, I know this may sound crazy, but I'm gonna take another shower because I like to start my day as fresh as possible. So, actually, that's not the first thing I do. The first thing I'm gonna do is I have a glass of water by my bed at night, about 16 ounces. So I've already drinking probably 32 ounces a day because I've already taken my shower this morning. I know you guys would like to see me shower, but I didn't record the shower part of this video. Obviously, I don't want you guys watching me like that. But wake up in the morning. First thing I do, 16 ounces of water. Your body is going to be hydrated or not. I know you think you're a perfect clean sleeper, but you are sweating at night. You shouldn't, if you're, maybe if your room is perfectly cold, but I sweat at night sometimes. And also your body, what do you think you do when you wake up in the morning? You're gonna go pee. Your body is releasing all the water. You're getting a little bit more dehydrated. So you're gonna naturally wake up dehydrated. This is what your body does. So take some water in immediately. 16 ounces to 32 ounces even. I do like 32. So I have 2 of these glasses actually. Chuck some water back, hop straight in the shower because I want to start my day fresh and clean. Then I'm gonna go directly to the kitchen, which is where I'm at right now in my morning. I'm whipping up breakfast. There's some people who will say, they claim, oh, you need to be fasted. You need to start your day fasted. This is how you stay focused and all that stuff. And for some people, that may be correct. I've done that before. I've done the wake up and go directly to work fasted. And that's been okay, And actually about 6 months ago, I used to wake up and the first thing I would do after I did the water, after I drank my water, I wouldn't even shower. At this point, I would just wake up, drink my water, put on my shoes, and I would go for a run. So that's what I used to do. That was when my focus was primarily on winning high rocks competitions, winning these fitness competitions, because that was my priority then. But now I've pivoted over. I don't have any competitions on my calendar. I don't have any shows. I don't have any fitness events, any big fitness goals I'm training for right now, other than just to stay lean and stay looking handsome. But the big goal I'm working on right now is my business and creating a lifestyle that I love, which is helping other people level up, helping other people become the best version of themselves. By the way, in the description of this video, you're gonna find a link where you can buy the Human Hero Protocol, which is a 3-day split that I'm doing currently right now. This is how I maintain my fitness levels and also build muscle, get leaner, get more jacked. So it has your 3 workout programs, your 3 workouts in one program with video instructions on how to do every single exercise, along with a free meal guide that's going to be included with that. So it's telling you exactly how to track your macros, what to eat every single day, how to find your macros, and then how to track your macros. Also, you're going to have that as a daily steps, right? All the things you need to get started and to elevate and transform your body. Right? It's pretty much the starter pack you need to get you rolling with all the instruction, all the videos, so you can't say you don't know how to do an exercise. There's a video there showing you how to do it. You know exactly how to find your macros and how to track your macros. If you want to buy that program, it's in the description of this video. Click the link, the Human Hero Protocol. But anyways, back to what I was saying. That was another lifestyle. I was focused on fitness. Right now, it's business. So in my current way of living, after I've woken up, I've not touched my phone. Phone is not in the mix here. Wake up, water, shower, breakfast. Once again, I want to keep reiterating this. This is what I've been doing the past 2 weeks that have screwed me up because my mind has not been focused. I'm waking up, check my phone. Did this person text me back? Did this person like my video? Did this person comment? Did I get any new followers overnight? This is killing your brain. If you're waking up, checking your phone, you're setting your day up. You're setting your brain up to expect this immediate gratification. Anything that's going to require you to focus is pretty much going to be shot now. If you had something intense that you had to do that day or today, or whatever day you're watching this video, and you woke up and you checked your phone, now for the rest of the day, your brain is going to be expecting immediate, this super instant pleasure. Because what happens when you check your phone, you see followers, you see that text message from that person, you get a little bit of dopamine from that. And it was so easy, right? So any work that you have to do is going to be a lot harder to drop into that flow state, which is what we talk about in this book I'm reading right now. It's gonna be really hard to drop to that flow state if you've already started your day with this instant pleasure. So that's why it's so important to not touch your phone in the morning, not to watch TV in the morning, not to check the news. Like, wake up and get straight to work or straight to your workout, whatever your big goal is. If it's going to the gym, wake up, shower, eat something quick, and go straight to the gym. You want your morning to be as linear as possible. You wake up, you know exactly what you got to do, and you go straight to it. Whether it's gym, whether it's business, whether it's, I don't know, whatever your goal is, or whether it's school, bro. If you're a student, wake up. You know exactly what assignments you have to tackle, bro. Get straight to it. Do not check your phone. Once you check your phone, you're done for the rest of the day, pretty much. I'm not gonna say you're done, but it's gonna be very hard to drop back into that level of focus and concentration that you're gonna need. So do not check your phone. I think I made it pretty clear. Phones will kill your mornings. Phone, social media, anything like that, responding to people, don't do it. Wake up, get straight to work. So, eating my breakfast, like I said, I don't like to fast right now in my current state because for me personally, if I am fasting, I'm starving while I'm trying to work, my stomach's growling, I'm just simply not gonna go to focus. No, some people may be different, but for me, I gotta have my breakfast in the morning. Right now, I think I'm about to burn my dang eggs. But I'm gonna have 3 eggs, 3 whole eggs, and then 3 egg whites. Get my protein in. Then I'm also gonna have some toast with this. I'm gonna pop my toast in the toaster now. But guys, that's pretty much it. I wake up, like I said, starts the night before. Set your night up for success. Do something at the end of the night that's gonna calm your brain. For me, it's reading. For you, it can be a little bit of like stretching, you know. Sometimes I also stretch. Something to calm your brain. It can be just sitting out, just journaling, bro. Do something to calm your brain activity down before you go to bed. And have your plan for the day. Have your task written out. Know exactly what you're gonna do when you wake up in the morning. Don't be waking up guessing. Should I do this? Should I do that? You need to wake up and get as linear as possible. And the way you do that is by knowing exactly what you're gonna do when you wake up. Stop waking up like a loser. Stop waking up distracted. Stop waking up frantic, trying to figure out what you're going to do. And I tell you what, this is a little bit off topic, but boredom, being bored, not having a plan, being uncertain is what's going to kill you, bro. Boredom is where the devil lurks. All of your vices, all the things that are killing you, all the things that are gonna take away from the future you that you're trying to get to, are gonna exist in your bored times. When you're bored and you have no purpose, when you have nowhere to go, and you don't know what you're supposed to be doing. That's why it's so important to know exactly what you're doing. Once you sit down at your desk and you don't have your plan, you don't have the mission you're going to attack today, you don't know exactly what you're doing, all the negative thoughts are going to surface up. All the bad stuff that your friend had told you about, the girl that told you she didn't like you, the work that you failed, the last time you tried this business, you failed last year. Why are you up at 5 o'clock in the morning doing this assignment? Why are you up at 5 a.m. working on this business? You failed 3 times already, bro. These are the thoughts that are going to surface up. If you sit down at your desk, you don't know what you're doing. So have a freaking plan, bro. Have a plan when you wake up in the morning. That's the main gist of this video. And drop straight into work. There's no crazy routine about it. It's just pretty much set yourself up to go to bed at night at a good time. I'm gonna pop my toast in the toaster while I'm talking about this, but set yourself up to go to bed at a good time. Calm yourself down. Have your plan ready. The next morning when you wake up, wash your ass. Treat your assignment. If you're gonna wake up and go to work as opposed to training, you know, even if you're working out, you probably should still take a shower. But wake up, know what you're gonna do, have some water, have some breakfast if you want to, and get straight to work, bro. All this meditation crap and, you know, anything else you're doing in the morning is simply procrastination. Wake up, fuel your body, know what you're gonna be doing, and get straight to it. That's the morning routine, bro. And that's what works for me in this current stage of life. And this is what works for a lot of people. Maybe not you, but this is what works for me. This is what I do when I'm dialed in. It really comes down to our thoughts, though. One other thing I didn't mention in this video, a lot of the times, if I wasn't recording this video, I'd be listening to some positive energy, something positive, some type of positive podcast, something like I really like Chris Williamson with Modern Wisdom. So if you like stuff, if you like personal development, things that are gonna take your personal development to the next level, whether it's business, whether it's your health, whether it's relationships, whether it's just how to see the world, philosophy, all this good stuff. Modern Wisdom, Chris Wilson, absolute beast. His guests are amazing. He always, yeah. So I listen to one of his podcasts in the morning with whatever guest he has on. They're all great people. Or I just listen to some type of motivational soundtrack. But positive energy while I'm eating my breakfast. I'm just thinking about all the stuff that I have to do. But positive energy in the morning only. None of this instant gratification from social media, TV, phones, none of this stuff. But I really do hope this video is going to be helpful to some of you guys. I know, like I said, I'm very transparent. The past couple of weeks, I fell off my pivot. I fell off track. I've lost focus. I've taken my eye off of the prize, off of the mission. And that happens sometimes. So this is why I felt like I need to make this video. We've got to log back in. You have a goal you're trying to accomplish. You have somewhere you're trying to go in your life. Don't let anybody or anything come in between that. If there's that one thing that you're finding the most of your fulfillment from, the thing that's going to make you feel complete at the end of your life when you're laying on your deathbed, if you did this one thing, you will feel like a winner. You'll feel like you did your job. Now, there may be multiple things here, but whatever those things are, if you don't accomplish those things, you get to your deathbed, you're going to live a miserable existence. You're going to be on the deathbed wishing you would have done something different. So whatever it is you're going to be doing, whatever it is you're trying to do, that has to come first. Anybody that's going to be stealing your energy, any person that's not gonna take your frequency to a higher level, they're taking energy from you, they need to be out of your life, bro. They cannot exist with your goals. People are great. I'm big on relationships. If you got somebody in your life that is not adding to you, but they're simply taking energy from you, taking your mind off of your money, taking your mind off of your body, whatever your big goal is trying to do, that person probably is not for you. Because if they're taking your focus away from your big, meaningful goals in life now, they're going to take your mind off of it later down the road. I know there's a honeymoon phase if you're talking about girls, or maybe you have some friends that you're spending time with that you just really like hanging out with. It goes for both cases, whether it's a friend or a significant other. Wherever these people are, if you can't separate to take care of if you can't separate from them to do what you need to do when you need to do it, those people probably shouldn't belong in your life. And if they are going to be in your life, you probably shouldn't be spending as much time with them as you're spending with them. But look, I appreciate y'all watching this video. I hope you did get some type of value out of it. I know I kind of got into a rant this morning. It's actually about time for me to have my caffeine. Normally I try to go Andrew Huberman style. I take his advice. I try not to have caffeine until an hour and a half after waking. That's the ideal way to do it if you're gonna have caffeine in the morning. But for me, I'm about to get to some work. I'm about to drop into a flow state and knock out a lot of freaking work. So I want to be caffeinated and motivated. So I'm about to crack some caffeine. I got my 6 eggs here. I got my Uncle Dave's Killer Bread toast popping out the toaster right now. And I did kind of burn my eggs because I was yapping to you guys this morning. So if you can see the color of my eggs, don't judge me. They don't normally look like this. But I burnt them trying to talk to y'all. But yeah, I'm gonna talk about my caffeine thing, but it is what it is. Look, appreciate y'all watching. I hope you did get something out of it. And I hope you come back to the next one. Once again, if you want to get jacked, check that link in the description of this video, the Human Hero Protocol. If you really want to level up, if you really want to level up, apply to join my program. Apply to join my one-on-one coaching program. This is the only way, the best way to take you from where you are now to the ideal body. To get as lean, confident, strong, and capable as possible. Whatever your big fitness goal is, whether it's losing weight, getting lean, or putting on a ton of muscle over this next winter break, these next few months, the program, one-on-one, is what's going to get you there. That's one-on-one with me every single day. With me in your back pocket, in your side, taking you to the next level. So if you want to really lock in, apply to join my one-on-one coaching program. That link is also in the description of this video. But look, thank you for watching. Hope you come back again. Let's go!